When is it that we have to find those artifacts by?
Which artifacts?
In the real world.
Oh,
There's artifacts in the real world we have to find before we finish a specific sequence.
I think it was 7.
Of DNA. What are we on?
I think 6 we're on. So let's go do that right now.
Yeah, let's go find some.
Yeah.
Outside, you're going to hear my annoying neighbor mowing again. Anytime that we record, it seems like it happens. So I tried to cut it out the best I could with this background audio remover, but I'm not a miracle worker, as Scotty would say from Star Trek. Just a little reference there. So there's only so much I can do. But I'm trying now to undo my headphones, which are in a knot. I guess they're being naughty.
Okay.
Oh, let's see if we can talk to Sean and review his recent tapes. I mean, discoveries for the Assassins.
Right. We don't have time for chit-chat.
Oh, Sean
he doesn't want to. He's like neck deep in the tapes.
Oh, he's neck deep, all right.
We'll talk later.
Just not the upstairs neck.
Right. Wait, you can press button anywhere near the table. Like, go by the table. That looks like cardboard.
Carnivore.
Hypocrite. Did you know plants give off chemicals which attract predatory insects when they're attacked? Sounds pretty animal-like to me.
You know too much for your own good.
That's what my priest used to say.
What?
So now we know where he got it from.
Yeah, like...
He, learned from the
We'll
priest.
talk later. Now get in there and find the apple.
And then, passed down his knowledge.
Right.
Okay, I bet there's new emails we can find about January 6th.
I want to learn about Benghazi, actually. So he has no emails.
Why did he delete all his emails?
Because the FBI was about to knock down his door.
Oh, that makes sense.
So the computer mysteriously, got destroyed.
Why can't I get in anyone else's?
Because they changed their password.
That's stupid.
If you go to Sean's email, I bet his password's something like childtoucher43 or something.
It's child enthusiast.
Okay, oh, there we go.
That's what it is.
That's like his Twitter handle.
At young one enthusiast.
Yeah. Okay, so now we already found one thing, right?
Yes.
The Ezio Auditore's cape, I believe it was, or something.
No, I thought it was like his van braces or something.
Yeah, it was something.
Either way, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. There's 5 more things you have to find.
Okay.
And I don't have the list anymore because I deleted the page off my phone, so I can't help you.
I'm glad that you deleted it so that we wouldn't be cheating.
Right.
I hate cheaters. They make me angry.
Me too.
I kill cheaters when I find them. If I find someone cheating on a video game, I dox them. This is a joke, YouTube. Don't terminate my account. But, I personally do it. I don't release their information to anyone else. I just find it.
You dox them to yourself.
Right, yeah. I figure out who they are, and then I'm to me, this is them. And then I go after them.
And then what do you do with that information?
Well, of course I know him. He is me.
So you dox yourself.
Wait, Okay. No, I take that information and then I start sending bad messages and images from their IP address.
Oh, interesting.
And I tweet the FBI. I'm at FBI, what do you think about this?
FBI.
And then I show them a picture of a child. And then the FBI. Did you realize that if the FBI looks at it, they technically also
They have to arrest themselves.
We're engaging in that kind of material.
They have to arrest themselves.
It's got to be hard. You got to find people that are willing to.
Can I join
themselves.
the FBI?
Well, why would you want to?
I really like to weed out crime.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you can.
So I have to review the images.
Right. Yeah.
I would have to.
Right, for the good of everyone.
I'll be the fall guy for this.
That was nice of you.
Yeah.
That you're willing to do that.
Well, someone has to, and I will be the noble one. I'll take one for the team.
What if we found out that was Jeffrey Epstein's whole thing? Was helping shut down predatory behavior?
Well, I would release him from jail.
He's dead.
I would release his body from jail.
It's dead.
His body's still in jail.
That's true. Wait, no,
They left it in the cell.
Okay, this is... I don't want to be that guy and look it all up, but we'll look around for a few minutes, and if I can't find more, we might want to look something up.
I do remember one thing was inside of the
church?
The palace thing.
Oh.
I did remember that. Maybe there was two things.
Wait, we can go in the church. We can.
Oh, here's something.
I would have thought there would be something in here, so I'm glad to see that I was correct.
Medici cape. Oh, okay. So we found his Vam braces and the Medici cape. All right. Remember when we renovated this church in Assassin's Creed 2?
I do. It's still up.
Yeah.
It probably had to be rebuilt after it was blown up, but it's still up. Then we have those two.
Okay.
Honestly, what were your thoughts on the main... I guess I should say, like, the real-world component of these games, like running around in areas like this. Do you like it, or are you not a fan?
I thought it is, for the most part, underused. Because games like this, I think, is great, where you run around and they actually have stuff to find that's connected to the story and things like that. One of my favorite aspects of games, or these games in general, is I like seeing the real-world version and then seeing how it compares to what it was in the past. So stuff like that church, for example, seeing how that church was when we renovated it compared to what it is now. Just seeing that has always been one of my favorite things. So personally, I've always loved the real-world things like this game. But my problem is some of the real-world stuff is kind of lame, actually.
Yes.
This is especially prevalent in stuff like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, for example.
Is that the one where you're just in the apartment?
The real-world version of that, you're literally just in an apartment until
Yeah.
you get to one part. There is one part that Layla leaves the apartment to go on like a quest when you discover what they're looking for in the main story. That's the only part. Otherwise, you're just in an apartment, and the only things to do is like, I'm going to read an email. And I've always found that stupid. Stuff like Valhalla, I've thought were partially interesting. Same with Origins, because those two real-world places... Oh, there's something. Maria's feather chest. What is it doing up here?
I don't know. It looks like it was buried in the roof.
Okay.
But I don't know why there's a hole now in the roof where it was buried.
Yeah.
That would kind of be my question about it. Was that the one you remembered being here?
I think that was it, yeah. Was at the villa.
I think we should go down and reset our time.
Okay. So, but then Odyssey and Origins Origins and Valhalla were cool because it wasn't just an apartment. You were actually, in Origins you were in a cave, which you could explore the cave a little bit. Valhalla you were in a house, like kind of in the mountains. So at the very least you could explore something.
Right.
Instead of just being in a building. Stuff like Odyssey and Assassin's Creed 4 I thought were kind of stupid.
So I will disagree with one thing. I actually did enjoy in 4 how you could look around Abstergo, just because we don't get that many looks in Abstergo.
Right.
Now, was it the most fun thing ever? No.
Well,
but a lot of people hate it, and I didn't hate it. That's all I was
The dumb part about it was you were playing as like a nameless employee.
I agree with that completely. That part didn't matter.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's interesting looking around Abstergo, but I was like, who am I?
Yeah, you're nobody. You don't matter.
Yeah.
But not to me.
Nice.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's just a dropped ball problem with like the entire franchise though after Desmond.
Yeah.
I get it, Layla, like they reintroduce a character which to my understanding without spoilers now they're probably done with.
Yes. Yeah, she might reappear later on, but in like a very minor, like not minor, but Easter eggy type appearance.
Right. So, I guess that's kind of my problem with these games is that they keep moving out a central character who can tie it together. And yes, I understand. Well, how many assassins would one person be related to?
Right.
So yes, of course, they couldn't be related to everybody. But I thought, like, with Desmond, he stuck around long enough. Clearly, some people didn't feel this way. But at least for me, he stuck around long enough where I gave a crap when he left the series.
Right.
A lot of people didn't. Fine. But to me, it's not that you don't have the right to that opinion, but it's a weird opinion to me that a lot of people are so against the modern day stuff, because if you think about it, that's always been a big part of Assassin's Creed ever since 1. getting out of the Animus.
Yeah.
Yes, it's not the focus. Absolutely it's not. But that doesn't mean it's not a thing.
Right.
Like, you can get out of the Animus in 1. It was a weird anomaly in 2 that you couldn't choose to get out, but they still take you out for like 3 or 4 missions across the course of the game because you're training. And then in Brotherhood, obviously, we're here right now. Mm-hmm. Revelations was you leave the memories, but you don't leave the Animus, but there's a reason for that. And then in even, you get to 3, you're leaving the Animus again to go on missions. In 4, you're leaving the Animus to look around Abstergo. So it's like, people will hate on the real world portion, but it's like, I get the argument could also be, well, I think they've been doing it wrong forever. I've never liked it. Fair enough. You don't have to like every aspect of a series, but the fact that it's always been a mainstay of Assassin's Creed, but people have always complained about it, even when there are cool things like this.
Right.
Like, yes, we're not finding anything right now because we're stupid, clearly. But it's cool to be able to go to the modern version of the villa, especially because the villa got destroyed at the beginning of this game, so it kind of softens that blow a little bit.
Yeah, it kind of tells you it's not hopeless.
Right, and
it didn't just get demolished.
And the fact that you built it still matters in some way because you can come back here.
Yeah.
But, I think that this kind of thing, be sure you check the time, because we don't want to run out of time.
6 minutes.
Okay.
I feel like an idiot.
Well, let's walk around the streets.
Okay.
I can look some stuff up in a bit if we don't find it, just for the sake of
time.
Moving the Let's Play along.
Right.
So that people don't have to sit and watch us struggle, but let's just... I spent most of my time on the left side of the map. Why don't you spend some time on the right side over here and look
So I was
around?
going to ask, I actually don't remember, what was the real world like in Unity?
I don't remember either. Was there one?
Was there a real world? I mean, there had to have been.
That was weird. Yeah, I don't know. There doesn't have to be. I don't know if there was one in Rogue either.
Yeah, Rogue or Syndicate? I honestly don't even remember.
I don't remember for Syndicate either. For a while, they moved away from it.
Maybe there just wasn't one then.
Well, that was always a problem I had with the series at that point. This person mowing needs to get a job. Like, I don't understand what this person does for a living, but they are never at work.
Right.
Ever. And I'm like, do you get the biggest welfare checks of all time, or what is going on here? Like, how do I do what you're doing?
Right.
Because, like...
Well, that's my thinking of people in general, is it seems like no one works anymore. And I'm like, how do you make money? Because I want to do that.
Right, I don't want to work either.
No.
How do I do what you're doing?
Okay, let's see.
I am shocked there's nothing at the gate, but there was.
I feel like the van braces were at the gate.
Really?
I kind of feel like they were.
Huh. I think we're just dumb.
I think so too. But yeah, that's kind of always been a weird thing to me, is I think I would get the argument if the main world stuff... Wait a minute, here's something.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Mario's sword, okay. I would actually get the argument if the main world stuff was like 50% of the game.
Yep.
I would understand that. Like, I get it if you're thinking like, I don't want to do this anymore, I just want to play the game. Sure. But the thing is, the real world stuff is always like, what, 5 or 10% of the main story?
Go back to where we're gonna go in, because I think there's something in that room. But yeah.
Where?
I mean, less than 5%. Go to where you'd go in to see Sean and his picks.
Okay.
But, like, don't go into the room. Because I thought I remembered something in here. And when I was looking, because I tried to look in there. Did you notice I tried to look in there before?
Yeah.
If you take, like, 2 steps too far in, it auto-loads you downstairs for some reason. Which is stupid. Just go in and stop immediately in the doorway and look to your right.
So just go right in here?
Yep. Right here.
So there's something here.
Yep. You can run to it. That doesn't matter, but
Claudia's record book. Okay. So I like all this stuff. However, I don't get why the feathers were up there.
I don't either. I also don't get why there's no achievement. Maybe there is,
Yeah.
and it just hasn't popped up, but
Well, and also the thing is, so the villa got destroyed at the beginning of this game.
Right, and it gets rebuilt because we see it in embers at Seal Lives
Yeah,
here again.
so it gets rebuilt, but if it got rebuilt, why did they randomly leave Ezio's vambraces at the gate? Or the Medici cape in the church?
Good point. I don't know about
or
that. That
Claudia's
seems dumb.
record book in this room. Like, don't you think they would have taken it and moved it somewhere else?
They would have either disposed of it not knowing its importance, or it would have been displayed somewhere.
Yeah. Alright, should we go back to the Animus?
Yeah, we might as well.
Ready when you are.
Alright. Rebecca.
Rebecca.
Yeah.
Rebecca Crane.
Yes.
And Sean Hastings. That's what it is.
Yes.
Rebecca Crane is hot later on.
Like in Valhalla?
I didn't know she was in that, but
Spoiler alert.
I
Should
don't
we rebuild
care at
this?
all. Yeah. I literally couldn't care less about that, but
Oh, I do.
I thought she was hot in like Syndicate and 3.
Well,
she was
I
pretty
thought
good
there
looking.
wasn't a real world thing in Syndicate.
They. Oh, I know. I think in Syndicate and Unity, don't they show you transmissions? Like, aren't you getting transmissions from the real world assassins? And they're like, and they're basically like, the Templars have overridden history. Here, check it out. Here's Sean's nudes. Here, go to the. Wait, before you do this, let's send our guys on missions.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I played those games like 7 years ago, and I don't remember what the real world stuff is, so I want to be able to answer that.
I'm pretty sure that that's what it was.
Okay, assassins. Let's see. Oh, we can level this one up. Let's give her some armor. Let's level her up. Let's put this one out of a different color. Maybe
Yeah, Rebecca got more and more good looking.
Tuscan Emerald. I'm gonna do Tuscan Emerald for that one.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Should we send him on missions again?
Yes, absolutely. Which we don't actually have to back out of that every time to do.
I know.
But I always forget.
Same. Okay, let's do a Calicut mission. Assassinate a banker.
Seems like we got enough people. Well, no, you could do it. Try 5 of them.
Okay.
Try sending 5 together.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh.
I'm not gonna do it.
Let's do it when we level them up
Yeah.
once.
Let's assault a courier.
That sounds good.
Okay.
When we Fallout New Vegas?
Yeah. We'll send 2 level 7s on this one. And then Barcelona, let's... no. Let's defend a scholar in Venice. We'll send out a level 7. I'm going to send out this level 4, and then the level 6.
Good job.
And then we'll do Constantinople. We'll do weeds and seeds. It's like getting someone high and then planting your seed in them.
That makes sense.
So we'll send 3 people
What if
on
they
that.
fail? That was 99%.
What if they do fail? Would you rage?
I'd quit the game permanently.
Same. I'm gonna send her on this one. Yeah. Okay. Now we're good. Whew.
Perfect.
Glad we figured that out. Hey, if a person dies and they're reincarnated as a cowboy, would it be reintarnation?
That's a good question. And I'm mad.
You have a plan.
Once inside, your men can overpower the camp's patrols, correct?
Yes, but
Especially if the patrols are taken completely by surprise.
ma certo.
Then we need to liberate several suits of French armor. At dawn, we are going to walk right in.
Ezio Auditore! You are truly a man after my own heart. Magnifico!
I will get the armor.
My troops will gather it from the dead. We will then depart from the north, so as not to arouse suspicion. And Ezio, make sure to kill them without a fight. The armor has to stay clean.
Why?
Do not be detected.
Okay. Orchestrate the plan to fool the Baron de Valois by assassinating 20 French soldiers in the Roman ruins. Okay.
Maybe you
Allowing
could just,
Barthes
like-
Osmond to steal the armor.
Maybe you could come up behind them and bare hand just break their neck.
Yeah, what if we just did that?
Yeah, so press the down arrow, that'll select your fist. There you go. Now we support communism. Look down there in the lower left.
Nice.
I was going to say, if you are reincarnated as the special education character that Scott Bakula plays in that episode of Quantum Leap, is it I can't finish. I can't finish.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, good, good. So remember, you have to like sneak there, and you're already almost there. I don't think we need that horse.
Okay, sorry.
I think the horse could probably
sorry.
not help.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. But like, you have to play the game my way.
Well, so I have to do this without being seen. So I have to kill all these people without being seen? What
Not
if
all of them.
What if I just hire a army to come in there and attack them?
No, because you can't have it any damage to the armor.
Well, it wouldn't be damaging my armor. I'd be hiring people.
Theirs.
Oh.
Because you have to keep their armor clean, remember?
Got it.
Go kill that guy over there.
Oh,
You
there's
just
two people.
Go up behind him.
I'm trying.
Oh. Get behind the penis bush.
How in the world are you supposed to do this?
I don't know. Walking away. We're interested over here.
Hey!
Oh, no pizza shop. Hey, look at that. It's the Margaroni. Hello.
Who are these people?
52 buys a bum.
Who are these people?
I don't know.
What is that symbol?
I don't know.
Okay.
That means these are chess masters.
God.
They were like, we couldn't make it into the Queen's Gambit, so we ended up here.
So we ended up watching the Queen's Gambit instead.
Yeah, anything where Anya Taylor-Joy has a sex scene on screen, I'm watching.
Is there a sex scene in that show?
Yes, there is.
Of her?
Yes.
Like she's in it?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
there is.
Huh. Okay.
This is a bit of a question how we're going to do this. Ow.
Well, I don't get how you do this without being seen.
Well, you don't have to kill all of them. You just have to kill 20 total between all these places.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a bad place. You know what I mean?
Right. But you have to do it without being seen. Like...
I might have an idea.
Okay, should we just restart?
Yeah.
Because the thing is, it's hard to do it while not being able to crouch.
Yes, I agree. But I might have an idea for it.
Okay.
Because I saw an opening on the one.
Okay.
So I think that what we could do is pick them off. Let's go to this one first.
Okay.
I think we could pick them off when they go outside the gates. And then there'll be less of them.
But always two there are.
No more, no less.
Yeah. So I don't get how you're supposed to kill two of them.
Well, you get the one behind first. Then you immediately mash X to kill the one in front of them.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was thinking, but I don't know if it'll work. It was just an idea I wanted to try.
See, but then everyone just sees you.
That, okay, yeah, I don't know.
So I guess I don't understand how to do this without doing that. Well, he's gonna pocket sand you.
Not pocket sand, please.
So, I was gonna tell you about the Batman.
Yep.
So I rewatched the Batman the other day for the second time now. And I noticed something at the very end. And I tried looking this up, and I haven't actually gone online and researched this full thing fully to know if this is 100% accurate. But there was multiple websites that were talking about this, so I'm assuming that it's true. But do you know anything about the Batman end credit scene?
Well, what about it? The Barry, like, the Joker one?
No. Like the actual post-credit scene. There's a post-credit scene to the Batman where it says, it types out, do you remember in the movie where they have the computer thing that he's like talking, he's like DMing the Riddler on, remember that?
Yeah, I do.
They have that thing in the end credit scene, and it says, goodbye, then question mark, right? And then they have like this sequin thing where like this thing jumbles around, right? Like these words kind of jumble around as if it's code or something. Well, for a brief second, you see the word radalada.com, which is a reference to the movie, right? Do you know anything about this?
That you can actually go to that website?
Yeah, do you know what the website is?
I don't know what the website is, but I know that people went to it after this movie actually came out.
Okay, because I was reading about this. There's actually like spoilers into, or not spoilers, but like hints into what I think the future of the Batman will be from this website. And I want to tell you about them because I think it's like really cool. So basically when you go to that website, the website changed 3 times. So if you were to type in that website right now, like today, you would only see, if this is even still up, which actually now that I think about it, I think it's not still up. I think they took it down. But if you were to go to that website when it was still up, you'd only see the 3rd iteration of this. So you had to check the website 3 different times because they changed it 3 times. And each time gives a little clue into that universe. So basically, you go up there. Let's see here. I'm scrolling through a page here. So yeah, it says goodbye, then the Rada website thing. You go on there. So the very, very first version of this, if you go onto the website, it asks you 3 riddles. And the answers to those riddles are mask, renewal, and confusion. Along with the final password, which is promise. And it unlocks a mini-movie. So the mini-movie is a mayoral campaign video.
Mayoral campaign?
Mayoral campaign video, thank you, for Thomas Wayne, right? With a few notes from the Riddler, and painted over Thomas Wayne's face is the word hush.
Oh.
So I think that obviously that's a reference to Hush. Now, something I didn't realize the first time I watched this, but I realized it the second time I watched it, Thomas Elliott's actually in the movie.
Really?
Yes. Do you remember when he was talking to literally the name just escaped me. The main villain of the movie.
Riddler?
No. The
Falcone?
Falcone, thank you. Remember when he was talking to Falcone, and basically it was that whole backstory of Thomas Wayne, that reporter was digging into Martha Wayne's life, and Thomas Wayne wanted Falcone to basically scare him out of writing this story, but Falcone killed him instead. Yeah. Well, the reporter that he killed was Thomas Elliot.
Oh.
He actually names him Thomas Elliot in the movie. I didn't even realize it the first time, and then the second time I watched it, he said Thomas Elliot. I was like, wait a minute. That's Hush.
I thought Thomas Elliot wasn't a reporter in the original. I thought he was like a doctor.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. But I guess in this one he was the journalist.
Oh.
That was killed by Falcone. So I think the fact that they have the word hush in this video painted over Thomas Wayne's face kind of tells me that at least Thomas Elliot isn't actually dead. And he might return as Hush later on.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so I found that really cool. Then they changed the website again. So now the second time, you no longer have to answer questions. There's some Matrix-esque code that show up on the screen and then quickly disappear. And it basically has a hyperlink to another page. Which the other page, you'll end up on the page titled It's Not Over Yet. And then they have like this red image that basically has a bunch of symbols that you decode. So if you decode it, it says the phrase, "You think I'm finished, but perhaps you don't know the full truth. Every ending is a new beginning. Something is coming."
Why couldn't he at least make it rhyme?
I know, right? And then basically, then after this, you go to another, literally the page, here we go. You go to another Matrix-esque green text that shows up, which basically has a bunch of random, like, coded words. But on the right side, there is, in parentheses, these dates. So, like, the first one, or what people have deciphered as dates, it's just numbers. But the first one is like 27 period 5 period 19 period 39. So at first glance you might be kind of like, okay. But people have actually done the work because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these. And people have done the work and figured out they're actually dates. So like the first one is 5 May 27th, 1939. And so on. And each of these dates correlate to a different Batman comic that basically points to something. So, for example, these dates point to a comic that was, for example, the first ever appearance of Batman. There's another one that's the first ever appearance of Catwoman and Joker, Penguin's first appearance, Riddler's first appearance, Falcone's first appearance, and Alfred's first appearance. So that is 7 out of the 8 of these dates, right? Then there's one that is from October of 1974, which, if you look to the comic that released on that day, it was a comic that featured Two-Face breaking out of Arkham. So to me, I think that kind of hints at Two-Face appearing in like a Batman sequel. So we have Hush and Two-Face being hinted at here. Then after the screen of text, a countdown appears, and when it ended, the website gave you a chance to download a reward. So if you click the link, a zip file will begin downloading.
Oh no!
With numerous images inside.
Oh no!
Sean just like immediately perked up. There's also a message from the Riddler reading, "You've come this far. Now, let's see if you're willing to discover more. While you unmask everything that has yet to be revealed, I'm safe here with my new friend.
Whore.
We will see you soon."
Okay. Why does he not have it rhyme?
Then the website changed to a third time. And then it adds 3 more riddles. The first riddle is, "It's not a joke, but sometimes you need to shout it twice to really mean it." The answer is...
I like dick.
Yeah. No, the answer is ha, H-A.
Oh.
Like,
so like, what, is that
it's
just
not a joke,
Joker
but
reference?
Well, it's not a joke, you need to shout it twice, like ha ha.
Isn't that just a Joker reference?
Yeah. The second was more straightforward. It says, "To wit, a wild card in the truest sense." To me, it's like, okay. They say the answer to that is Joker. The third was, "Once you've been set up, it hits you at the end straight on." The answer is Punchline. So after completing the riddles, a deleted scene featuring the Joker was unlocked. The scene, which would have taken place relatively early in the movie, sees Batman employ the Joker to help profile the Riddler.
Yeah, we already talked about that.
Yeah. So basically they say in the end he did get a post-credit scene. It's just basically a deleted scene that was going to be in the movie but never appeared in the final cut.
Right.
And then at the very end it says, there was one last change to the Rata-Lata website after the deleted scene was unlocked. It says, "The Gotham City Police Department took over the website, stopping any further communication from Riddler." So I'm assuming basically it got taken down or something. Nice.
What, my fart?
Yeah.
Sorry.
But basically, I didn't... Does this smell bad?
Yeah, it's really bad.
But yeah, I didn't know any of this, and then I randomly looked into it after watching the movie. Because I know that people were speculating stuff like, "Oh, I think Mr. Freeze is going to come in," and all this stuff, which I think would be cool. But to me, I kind of think the director already introduced to us...
Can you smell it?
No.
Oh.
He already introduced to us who is going to be appearing in the sequels.
Of course I know him. He is me.
I mean, we know Joker and the Riddler are coming back. Because obviously there is that scene at the very end of the movie.
Yeah, although they might not come back in the very first.
Right, it might be
sequel.
the third movie that they come back in. But we obviously know they're coming back. We obviously know Penguin is coming back, because obviously he's in it. And Catwoman and Batman, obviously. But to me, I kind of think that Hush is going to be in it. And I kind of think Two-Face.
Could I ask you a question about this?
Yeah.
And this is not at all to undersell what you're saying. Are you sure, though, that the ultimate payoff for that wasn't just the Joker deleted scene?
See, I don't know, because I kind of think the Joker deleted scene... See, I don't know how to get this, by the way.
Oh, did you try already?
Yeah, this is the one I was trying at, but I couldn't figure out earlier. See, I think the Joker deleted scene was the ultimate payoff, but I don't think the other stuff were not important either.
So you're saying, why would they tease Hush if How do you know that that's Thomas Elliot that was the reporter?
Because I think they say Thomas Elliot in the movie.
Do they? We should, like, look into
I
that. 'Cause
believe
I'm not
so.
saying you're wrong, I just don't remember.
I believe... I think I remember watching the movie, and I think I remember them saying Thomas Elliot at some point. So I looked up the reporter. His last name is Elliot, but I guess his first name is Edward Elliot.
Well, what if he's related to Thomas Elliot?
See, yeah, that's the thing. Like, maybe he is related to him.
Why don't you look up Edward Elliot, DC? That might be his father.
Okay.
Yeah, that actually might have been his father. But that's different if so, because in the comics his father was a doctor.
Right. Not a reporter?
No. Although, like, there seems to be this weird thing where they want to make everyone a reporter in comic book movies.
Well, I want to be a reporter.
When they change something.
Right. So it looks like Edward Elliot... Is there a thing called Gates of Gotham?
That's actually Gaze of Gotham. That
Oh,
is a
okay, I like it.
website
I love it.
Where Gothamites can date each other.
Nice.
It's kind of like Grindr, but it's like for Gotham.
Right. Basically, he was in whatever this thing was with Theodore Cobblepot and Alan Wayne, where basically they were people that hired contractors to build stuff in ancient Gotham.
Huh.
Interesting.
Oh, look, their armor goes up to metal when you do the final one.
That's awesome, actually. So yeah, there was 5 different volumes of this in the New Earth comic line that he was in. Edward Elliot. It looks like, other than that, he might just be in this. Yeah, he was an investigative reporter for the Gotham Gazette.
Did they say anything
Who
about...
managed to gain... I'm reading his biography from the Batman.
I was wondering if maybe they'd say anything about Thomas or something.
Yeah.
We are going to go to start this mission.
I'm not actually seeing anything about his family. But like I said, this was... Oh, in the DC Comics, Edward Elliot was a character created by Scott Snyder for the miniseries Batman Gates of Gotham. He was the great-grandfather of Thomas Elliot. That's in that comic series, but obviously his story could have changed for this.
Right. We're going to steal property here.
Nice.
Oh, look at this. This will finish off Florence.
Nice.
When those finish. And then we have one more.
Yeah, let's send him on that.
Here.
So, I kind of think his story was changed to fit this. I kind of thought this was pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah, it is.
And the fact that people aren't... I think... Okay, let me rephrase that.
We already killed this guy somehow.
I think the fact that people are debating who the next villain is, to me, is kind of a weird thing, because you'd think for the day and age of the internet... Now, to be fair, I didn't know about this until like a week ago now, from the time of recording this, but I would think the internet would be like all over this.
Well, I'm sure that they have talked about it, but like, it is still a question of who it'll be, because these things could also be setting up future movies in terms of, it doesn't necessarily have to be the Batman sequel. It could be...
Oh, maybe like the third one?
3 movies from now. Yeah, you just...
Right.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean... Whoa, jeez.
Sorry, Ors.
But like, to me... I don't know where Mr. Freeze even came from, because...
Well, it's just something people want. It didn't really come from anything.
Okay. Is that a woman?
Oh!
Hey, that's a woman!
You can't mess with women in my town. I mess with the women in my town.
So to me, I kind of feel like, well, we already know...
Whoa.
Jeez. Because I think, obviously, Penguin's going to be in it, and the ones I already mentioned, but Hush and Two-Face are going to be in it.
Yes.
So, at least that's what it appears like from this.
This is not going well.
No.
Come on, somebody hit me.
Well, yeah, I think we need to help out the woman, because she's getting, like, destroyed over there.
I'm trying,
Okay.
but... I'm not doing very good here. I can't really tell what's going on with the combat from this angle. And for some reason, my like insta kills weren't working. There we go.
There we go. Yeah. Now kill her. Oh, jeez. Can you kill the horse guy?
Okay,
Not
if I
pocket
can stop
sandhorse
dealing-
guy. Okay, now there's a couple people over there that you have to kill. Okay. I like how you stabbed him with the crossbow. Wait, did you just like no-scope that guy?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I would definitely follow this guy after that, wouldn't you? This is like gonna be our most impressed assassin recruit. She's gonna be all over us. I mean, she'll be a great asset to the
yeah,
team.
that's what you mean.
Great ass to the team.
She does kind of have them pretty thick. THICC. Alright, let's destroy that Borgia tower.
Finally.
So, anyways, long story short, I
You proved the internet wrong.
I
It's gonna be
proved the
Thomas
internet
Elliot.
wrong.
And if anyone thinks it's not Thomas Elliot, they're an idiot, and they
Right.
can suck your giant balls.
Right.